Welcome back, astronomical learners, and if you're new here, this is an educational YouTube channel where I show some things that I make. Today I'm going to show a new printable that I have on my website, and it is completely free. So one of the first pages is this visual guide / bookmark. You can print it out and then ask a parent, or if you have a student that's a little bit older, or if you have an older sibling that can help as well, then they can cut it out. So I'm just demonstrating here how I cut along that bold black line. And with this, you can color it in, you can write on it, you can do whatever you please, as long as it helps you in your reading journey. Now I'm going to show you here, I put it on top of my board, and then we're going to cut out the attached flashcards that is also included in the printable. So these are phonics pictures that correlate to a letter sound. And so you're going to see here I have all 26 letters. I've also included the written letters for the vowels so that the more advanced that your reader gets, you can use this for more than just a day, a week, a year, hopefully for a longer time. I want you to get the most maximum use that you can out of this printable. So here you see me just cutting along the dotted lines. And remember, you always want to cut away from yourself, not toward yourself. And a lot of these, they are printed out in the same way. So if you stack them, you can cut multiple pages at once. It might not be pretty, but we're not here for pretty, we're here for function. So one of the last pages is one of these placemats. So in the placemat, you're going to place consonants, which are represented here by our phonics pictures, and then we have our vowels. So we have both the pictures and also the letters. So another example is I have a different printable, but it has decodable words. So see that these are just the basic words that you want to start manipulating first. So these are called CVC words because they have a consonant, vowel, consonant. So you start with your S sound, represented by the letter S. Then we have the middle vowel sound, which is A, represented by the letter A. And then we have our last consonant letter, which is represented by a T. So we have SAT, which makes the word sat. Now, from here, we can play. So you can change that S to a P. So this is called phoneme manipulation. So now we don't have sat anymore, we have p-at, which makes the word pat. And then as we keep going, you can do this multiple different ways. The important part is to have fun. You see, even, I can make a mistake here. It's perfectly okay. You can't break these, and you can always print them out again if you lose one or if you need another one. But we can move these around. So now we have t-ap, and we can make the word tap, just like we're doing here. And you don't have to use an erasable. You can write directly on the page, but I wanted to show you here how I've shown you the picture version of the vowels, and then also you can use these as flashcards to help practice understanding A, E, I, O. U are the main vowels that we use. And then also, you don't have to use the placemat I provided. If you have a dry erase board, you can use these in several different ways. And I like to use different colors. You can either use blue or black, whatever you prefer, but I definitely like to use red for my vowels. So here we put A in the middle. So that's that A sound that we're working in. That's that short A vowel. So I'm mixing up the flashcards here. You don't have to do them in alphabetical order. You don't have to use the phonics order. You can just pick random ones. But we are going to start here with the bear that represents the B sound. And then we're going to use the D, just like in the beginning of the word duck, for that D sound. So here we have B, A, D, blended together, bad. We have the word bad. Next, if you want to change to a different vowel, so we keep the B, we keep the D, now we have a new word. B, E, D, bed. Good job. So also the more advanced that your student gets and they start talking about digraphs, I don't have a flashcard for the digraph, but you can still use this to teach they and hey and show how that Y is sometimes a vowel.